All right, so really coming into the day, we take a look even at ES here. We're kind of ranging, but we did leave. If we look at all this resting liquidity here and this wick here, what I wanted to see if we came up higher, how we reacted. We saw weakness, like these were all easy targets, and actually I took the trade on NQ, so we'll take a look at here. So this is market open, and to be honest with you, it wasn't a great trade. I'll show you why. It wasn't a bad trade, but it could have been better. So at this point here, I've marked out this fair value gap on NQ. And as you can see, we're leaving all these stacked lows down here, which I want to see get ran. And I had this marked out in pre-market here. So once we hit this area here, this was actually Asia high being taken out. I wanted to see if we saw any weakness. And this is where I ended up taking the trade. No, it wasn't here. Yes, it was here. I ended up taking my trade off of this. With the idea being, we just took out London and Asia highs, and I think we're going to roll over, which is with so much stacked liquidity here. And my TP was just this little 5-minute gap down here. But realistically, I thought we could go lower. I just didn't want to take the full move. But on reflection, where I should have been more cautious, and why, if we actually look here on ES, we have equal highs here, and we've got prior day's high. See, prior day's high with equal highs, and really, and we had a 15-minute fair value gap that wasn't closed through yet. So really, waiting for that would have been the smart move, because in reality, we're not going to see the market really roll over until more higher time frame liquidity has been taken. And we, as much as we've left liquidity down here on both indexes, we never took out prior day's high yet on NQ or ES. So going for a short at this level, it's just very risky. As you can see, we did see some follow through. Right, and even here we're stacking even more lows. But as you can see here, it turned over on me. And I went to my stop loss. Now really, if we look here, like if I was to look back on today, what would the trade of the day be? So if we look here, we're after taking out prior day's high and equal high. So first of all, taking a long here, for me that's still risky just because we're leaving so many stack lows. Really what I'd be looking for is to see weakness once we took out prior day's high. So if I mark out, say, this 5-minute fair value gap here, I'd be looking to see how price responds when we reach down here after we do take out high time frame liquidity. So we're starting to see a little bit of weakness. This would have been outside of my trading window. So really that candle there would have done it for me. Just the speed and momentum we went through here. And realistically, I would have waited to be tagged in. I would have had to put it above this fair value gap just in case of any retraces. And at this point, you can really come down and target my original target. Yeah, you see, there's that follow through. Yeah, so the trade was there. Really, the takeaway from today is we're in such a crazy bullish market that if you like, shorts are going to come up. There is a time still to short in this market, especially now we've reached more of a consolidation zone. But if I'm going to shorten this zone, you can't be doing it like I did today without at least taking out prior day's high or really some high time frame liquidity and seeing major displacement across both indices. We did not see major displacement on ES today. Well, we did see decent displacement on NQ, and both indices still hadn't really taken out, as I said, prior day's high. So yeah, lessons to be learned, you know. This week's been pretty shitty overall. This is which is very rare to have 3 losing days in a row, but it happens, you know. Hopefully we finish the week strong. Like a break even this week would be a win at this point.